Hey guys, welcome to another video. Firstly, I just want to say sorry for not uploading yesterday. I've had a family reunion today and yesterday, and I just didn't have time before I left to upload the video. I thought I would, but I unfortunately didn't. So it's back to the two videos a day for today, for the two teams a day. For today. So, I'll be covering Richmond and St Kilda today. First off, we'll start with Richmond, coached by Damien Hardwick and captained by Trent Cotchin. Damien Hardwick is another Clarko's commando, which is great. And he's one of two Clarko's commandos, actually two in a row, who are premiership coaches, which is great, because obviously Luke Beveridge last year, in 2016, with the Dogs, and Damien Hardwick with the Tigers last year, which is fantastic. Now they're at $8 for the premiership. I obviously winning it last year, their odds are a bit better. I know that I picked Geelong, and I do stick to that, but it wouldn't surprise me if I was wrong, and Richmond obviously, Richmond did win. If they, my actual prediction would be for Geelong to win and possibly even beat Richmond, I think, in the grand final. Just because I don't think their team has changed much. Yeah, they've obviously had some delistings and retirements, but I don't think they're too huge to throw them too far down the ladder. So I really wouldn't be surprised if they went quite far this year. So yeah, we'll see how they go. As I said, $8 for the premiership could happen, definitely. We'll start with the ins. Just draft picks. They didn't get any trades in. They've just had some draft picks through the draft, the actual draft. Jack Higgins, Callum Coleman, Noah Bolter, Patrick Naish, and Ben Miller. And through the rookie draft, they've picked up Liam Baker. So that's... And also promoted rookies that I'll mention now is Ivan Soldo and Jason Castagna, which is great for them, for those players. Obviously, being promoted into the premiership team is pretty good, so good on them. The outs, they've had one retirement in Ivan Maric, and quite a few delistings in Stephen Morris, Chris Yaron, Todd Elton, Taylor Hunt, Ben Lennon, and Jake Batchelor, which is disappointing for those players, but that's just how it goes. Teams have to get rid of people every year, and they didn't trade anyone out, so they had to delist, unfortunately, for them. So hopefully they can continue their dream elsewhere, or go to local footy. You never know, so we'll see. They've got a couple of injuries to start the season in Sean Hampson, who's got a back injury, and Oleg Markov. Those are the two players who are definite outs for round one. So it's unfortunate for them. Speaking about round one, they have the Blues. Obviously the traditional round one, Carlton Richmond. As I said in Carlton's video, Richmond should win this quite easily. So they're definitely my pick for this year, for this week, for round one, sorry. So, yeah, that's probably, it's almost definitely going to happen. I think you can definitely put good money on it. The odds will be quite low. You're not going to get too much money if you put money on it, because it's pretty likely, but, you know, it's alright. So that's Richmond. Moving on to St Kilda. Coached by Alan Richardson and captained by Jaron Geary at $34 for the premiership. I wouldn't mind it if it happened. Like, it probably won't. But if it did, I'd actually be quite happy. Because I do have a couple of... Well, number one, I have a couple of friends who do bag for St Kilda. And then I just like them as a team. I've had some good battles with Hawthorn over the past quite a few years, and yeah, they're just a team that I like, so that's all right. Hopefully they probably won't win, but hopefully they do well in the season, even if they don't make finals. So some ins for them from Port Adelaide. They've picked up Logan Austin. So he's the one trade for them. They picked up 4 draft picks in the draft in Hunter Clark, Nick Caulfield, Oscar Claverino, and Ben Patton. And then in the rookie draft, Dalton Langlands. So very good for those players getting picked up. And one of the reasons that I really hope they go quite well, but I really don't think they will, is the retirements that they've had. 2 very big ones. The other one is quite decent size, but not as big as the other 2. So Sean Dempster, Lee Montagna, and the big one, Nick Rewalt, who will will leave a huge hole in the St Kilda side. It's obviously, they were 3 of their best, honestly. So they will leave big holes, big hits for them, but hopefully they can adjust. I'm going to say hopefully it's this year that they do, but I don't think it will be this year. I think it'll be next year that they'll be adjusting. But, you know, you never know. They could bounce back straight away, which I hope they do. I mean, they didn't go too well last year, even with them, but so they probably won't this year, but we'll see. And next is the delistings of Nick Coughlin, Jason Holmes, and Nick O'Kearney, which is unfortunate for them. Now, they actually don't have any round 1 injuries. They don't have any players who are definite outs for round 1, which is quite good. They've got a full list of players to pick their 22 from, to face Brisbane, who will be losing that game. St Kilda will have a win. I just don't think, as I discussed in Brisbane's video, Brisbane just aren't going to be good enough. You know, even with Luke Hodge, which I discussed, they just can't. I just don't see them being able to do it, unfortunately for them. So, as I'm sure you know, we're getting to the end of the pre-season previews, the last few. Comment actually below. I've got a few things, you know, planned out, but comment below what you think is a good, like some good aspects of a footy, of an AFL YouTube channel. So, like, what you think I definitely should include, and if there's anything that you think are just overdone and I shouldn't include. But I have got some things that I will definitely include, and yeah, if there's anything you can think of, just comment below, and also comment below how you think Richmond and the Saints will go, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, thanks guys.